So I appreciate you guys having me. Tim, I appreciate you guys listening for a little bit. So just to give you a little context, a little background of who I am. My name is Malachy. I am CEO of Malachy Parts and Service in New Jersey. We have 15 technicians on the road who are repairing refrigeration equipment, HVAC, commercial cooking equipment, and steam and dishwashing equipment as well. So kind of a wide variety of equipment we repair. And it's a family business, so a little background, just talking down a little background into how I got into this, because I would say it's probably a field that most people have no clue it even exists. There's my friends today still don't even realize what I do. So my father built a company, I would say about 30 years ago, and he built it in an apartment building. And it was right out of our little kitchen on Kennedy Boulevard in Bayonne, and he had a little tape of office sounds in the background to build perception that he was a busy, big company, and kind of control pavement and just handing out business cards to Bergen, to McDonald's, and saying, you need me at 2 a.m., you call me. You need me at 12 p.m., call me. You need me Easter Sunday, call me. And little by little, he started to build it. And if you fast forward to today, in 1999, I graduated high school. So from then on is really when I really got involved more and more with the company. From breaking down boxes to putting parts on shelves to performing installations and repairs in the field. As a junior tech, through the time I was still about 23, and then from there I kind of got inside of the operations end of it, because there's a business, a whole other business side to this stuff versus just the actual technical side that you guys do. And I think it's super important to know that to know both sides. So when you get out there, there's empathy from you to your office, and that's kind of what I was able to get from doing all that. So. Every year, kind of moved up, parts manager, service manager. 2012, we started to expand a little bit more. I inherited this at 8 technicians. We now have 15 technicians, and we're just moving through New Jersey and trying to take care of our customers. So one of the things I'll tell you guys, and I know this is so you guys are doing plumbing, electric, HVAC, we're doing all that here. What are we doing?
No, we're doing carpentry, plumbing, electric, and mixing.
Okay.
Our HVAC program is in our adult.
Okay. So I'm curious, is anybody here interested in going to that adult program in the HVAC? Is there anyone?
My mom did it.
Your mom did? Anybody else? Are you looking to maybe go that route?
That's for the business tomorrow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk in my industry. Just to talk a little bit more about this. There's kind of one of those things where it's the trade or a second-rate citizen, right? When you look years ago, there was a poster. I don't know anybody who knows Mike Rowe. He talks about this poster that was in his guidance council office of a guy in overalls with a tool bag versus a college graduate that had that's who you want to be. You don't want to be the guy fixing stuff. And I will tell you right now, the guy fixing stuff is making more than that guy in that suit and tie. Some of my guys are making 6 figures. They've been with us a long time. 6 figures, $100,000 a year plus benefits. The package is worth a lot more than that. So understanding that this field is so lucrative and the opportunity for you guys and girls is like second to none right now. As far as even renting your own ticket, when you get into a company and you do what you're supposed to do, and you really like map it out and say, listen, I want to be this in 5 years. You can determine what salary you want. Guys are walking in saying, listen, this is my salary if you want to work. And to write your own ticket in an industry is not easy. So on top of that, we also work with people. This is a people business. So I don't know if you guys, if anybody here, what kind of jobs are you doing now? You guys working now?
I work at a shop.
All right, well, you're in the people business. People are tough, right? Anyone else? Where are you guys working? Ice skating? Anybody work in a restaurant? No? Waiting in the kitchen?
I work during the summer.
Alright. So I mean, if you're especially if you're in a restaurant, you see how busy these things go, and things are breaking down all the time. And honestly, it's understanding the people aspect of it as well. So it's not just fixing equipment. And when I have meetings with my guys and we talk about this, we have to see our customers on arrival, on departure. We need to really just treat them with a smile and a good attitude, because the competition is crazy right now in this field. So if you're a people person, you're fixing the person, and then you're fixing the equipment in a lot of cases. And what we're working on is ovens and steamers, and I don't know if you guys have cafeteria here, obviously, right?
You see that stuff in the culinary, right?
See,
Baking shop.
so this is what we're doing on a daily basis. Chances are, if you guys have been to a Chipotle, a Qdoba, an Applebee's, my guys were probably there maybe an hour or two before to make sure that the oven was working or the grill was working, so the hamburgers and the grilled chicken and all that stuff was coming. Because we're fixing every one of those places in the state. So, commercial refrigeration, we do schools all across the state as well. We do Patterson, we do Jersey City, we do Union City, we do New Brunswick, so we're in a lot of schools. So, when you think about your day-to-day, sometimes people are not really, and everyone's different, but sometimes it's sitting in an office all day can be tough. So this really opens up the world for you as far as every day is different. Some days you're going to be in a school, some days you'll be in a hospital. We do correctional facilities. Some days you might be in population at Hudson County Correctional fixing a dishwasher. So the day is wide open and you're kind of, yeah.
You guys are going to go out of state?
Say again?
Out of state.
Do we do out of state? No, we're focused on New Jersey right now. Yeah. So the day is wide open. You are the ruler of your day. Now you work with a service manager and a dispatcher, and they're dispatching your calls, so you have 6 calls or so, but there's no one watching over you. You know, you're in a sense, you are your own boss to an extent every day. GPS dispatch, smartphones, tablets, as the industry gets more technologically advanced. You know, you're the ruler of your day. And it also opens up to things for training, which I'm going to talk about. We also work on big dishwashers and stuff like this. And when you see stuff like this is stuff in hospitals, right? So we're servicing Jersey Shore Medical, for one. We do Englewood Hospital, is another one. And the one thing I'll also say on top of all this is your job doing something like this, you get into the service field, your job is super important. You know, so when we talk about it, I say, okay, we're not saving lives, okay? But what we're doing is we're keeping people in business. When you go to a hospital, these patients are expecting to get something on plates and have forks and knives. When they have to go to paper and styrofoam, not only does it hurt the hospital for the money and patients, it also hurt the environment, right? So everything needs to continue to happen, and we have to make sure that these things are temped out. So you have super important jobs from that perspective. And again, HVAC, we just started doing this. We're just getting into this field. We're really starting to get onto the rooftops and stuff like that. So, getting paid to learn trade, whether it's my company, whether it's another company, we are all looking for technicians. The number one conversation in the skilled trades, any skilled trade, they are going, I think the number is 10,000 are retiring a year or more, and I think 4,000 or so are coming in. So we are losing people. In the next decade, if this continues, it's going to be hard to find a farm. And if you do, it's going to be a lot of money, because they're going to know their worth. So getting more people active and understanding how important this is crucial. And when we say getting paid to learn trade, I just, a year and a half ago, I hired 2 young guys out of Bergen High School, 18 years old, they're 19 now. They're now on their own van, and I've been training them. So they've been to Texas, they've been down to the Carolinas, I've sent them all over the country to different manufacturer trainings, plus in-house trainings for manufacturers that we partner with. So we'll get you out there, we're going to get you to see the country, you're going to get to meet people, and it's a diverse group of people that you get to meet. And it really opens up your eyes and minds to what's actually out there while you're learning and training. And you know, the things that we talk about are simple. Everyone in here is capable. It's just a matter of, do you have the energy, do you have some passion, and do you have the willingness to learn and work? Who wants to work? That's the number one thing, because those are the ones that are going to make the most money. And we talked about my father starting the company when I was a kid. There was no sleeping in my house, right? Starting it from a young age. You guys are still young, understanding, getting up early, getting to start on the day, doing things before the sun rises, before everyone else is up, hitting the books, whether you got to study, whatever it might be. These are ground rules to take you to the next level in life, because what you're doing today is kind of setting yourself up for the person who you're going to become. So having that willingness to learn and work wherever you go, and listen, it might not be this field, it might be wherever you might go. You can take that with you anywhere. So, and you need a valid driver's license. So I put that in there because you guys are definitely young. things happen. Be responsible, do your thing, because I've had many guys come in their 40s, say, oh, my license is good, we're gonna check. Any company you go to, we're gonna check. Your license is crucial because your van is your office. That's your office, you're on the road all day. So keep that in mind as you're going through life and doing things. Normal day of the life, you guys are gonna start at 7 a.m. So I mean, obviously you guys start, what time do you guys start here? So you guys, everyone's up early, right? Keep that consistent. Because when 7 a.m. rolls around, we're going to be looking to make sure your van is turned on, that GPS, you're accepting your first call, you're hitting the road, customers expecting you at 8 o'clock, we have to meet expectations, we have to be accountable to each other, right? So it's super important. When you get, if you get to the point where we say, so we want to give you a chance, we want you to be a trainee, you're going to ride with a senior technician, it could be up to 6 months, it could be a year. Typically, someone really fresh and young just starting out, I love to get them on for a year, and it's paid training. So typically your first year with me as a paid trainer, you'll make $30,000 for the first year. As you learn. And then the trainings and everything else that goes into it, you look at maybe $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of training. So the first year I'm gonna invest. See, this is like an investment, almost like a marriage when we do this kind of thing, right? So if you say to yourself, you know, I really want to be food equipment tech and work on refrigeration, HVAC, and I want to be multi-dimensional and I want to work on everything. So it's gonna take time. But you're gonna get keen while you learn, while you have, I don't know how many dozens of your friends that are gonna probably go to college, and I'm not bashing college, if that's for you, that's fine. But they're gonna come out of it with 20 grand in debt. You're gonna be banking money while you learn. And then when you get onto a van, you can expect you can easily expect 40 to 50,000 with overtime. And as you grow, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. And the benefits roll in. We have a 401k plan, which is at a 4% employer match. So anything you put in up to 4%, we put in. It's free money. So I have guys right now that have been with us over a decade that have almost $250,000 in their pocket. So when they retire in 20 years, they're going to have close to $1 million. The one thing my father always told me is you don't want to grow old broke in this country. So having that 401k in place and actually putting money aside and saving and not trying to go out and keep up with the Joneses and buy the friggin' Rollies and buy the Gucci's and the Yeezys and all that. You know, I mean, that's all well and good, but you got to make sure you're saving and doing what's right. The other important thing is, before you guys get ready, understanding that the customer is king. It pays my salary, it pays the whole company's salary. So we work until the customer says we work. So this job is going to be a 40 to 60 hour work week, every week. There will be no shortage of hours. You will never say, why didn't I get 40 hours? Why don't? You will never have that. We are busy. I have 60 calls a day coming in on top of the 250 plus that are on the board as we're knocking them down. So it's a crazy, crazy market right now. Let me just talk a little bit about CFESA. So I have CFESA in there. That stands for the Commercial Food Equipment Service Association, comprised of hundreds of companies like mine. And we have a conference every year. We sit down, we meet with each other, we go over industry hot topics. Again, the number one thing is finding technicians. We need technicians. And at CFESA, at the world headquarters down in the Carolinas, they're holding manufacturer training down there, which I talked about a little bit. Something that when you get to a company like mine, we're going to continue to invest and continue to send you down there and train on all the latest technology, all the latest equipment. Because on top of the field that we're in now, it's also becoming more technologically advanced, where we're going to be looking at smart kitchens, smart equipment that's going to be dispatching us through the oven to us and say, hey, make sure you come with this part. Because we're in the service business, we're in the parts business. So I talked a little bit about the money. You know, from training, from the inception, 40 to 100K, with the benefits, medical, dental, insurance, all that stuff. We have Verizon, Blue Cross Blue Shield, top-notch companies like mine. We make sure that we always have the best benefits in place for the people. So, Malachy Parts and Service, I'm building on care. If you check me out, you'll see some of my YouTube stuff, my Instagram stuff. You'll see care, Malachy care. It's all about the people. So, and a lot of the companies in my industry are all about the people. They want you to succeed. They want you to do well. If you came to me and you're a trainee on a van, I want you to do well. I want you to make money. I want you to be able to buy a house. car, go on 2 vacations a year. I want you to have all of it. And that kind of comes to the point of your purpose, finding your purpose in life. I know my purpose is to build a strong company that can help people and give people opportunity. That's my purpose. That's why I'm here talking now. That's why I'm going all over the country talking about this. To let people know, to start getting excited about some of this stuff that people think is second rate. So when they think it's second rate, and you're banking, and they're over here struggling with student loans, you can say, I told you so. This is all real. Talk about that. You know, you get paid time off, of course, and after 3 years, you'll get a nice 3 weeks worth of time off, vacation, however you want to use it. All the paid holidays, you know, you get all paid holidays off. And I just instituted the day of Thanksgiving off, so I'm giving my employees a 4-day weekend with their family, paid. This way, everyone can enjoy time with their family. And when you get on a van, you get the Easy Pass, you get the gas card, you get the company credit card, you get a smartphone, tablet, uniforms. Anything and everything you can think of, it costs you $0.
You have the training.
Once it's training, you're not going to worry about that because you're going to be in the technically senior van.
Okay.
Once you get on the van, you get that. But when you think about people commuting, people have to pay money to ride the train, or to take their car to work, and pay for parking and stuff. It costs you $0 to come into work. So there's zero money coming out of your pocket every single day for that. That's a big plus. People spend thousands of dollars in commuting. And I always talk about these 3 things. When you're getting into this, if you're going to get into this field, you have to be patient. You cannot expect things to happen overnight. You really have to just like focus real hard and understand that this is a process. 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you really even understand what's going on and understand the equipment so well. It takes time. So if you can understand that it takes time and you're not looking to make, you know, all this money overnight, there's just no such thing as overnight success. I don't care what anybody ever tells you. I'm going to be, I look at myself, maybe if I'm doing this for a long time and I'm speaking, I'm doing stuff, 10 years from now, you're going to be like, now you're an overnight success. 10 years. I know with the work I'm time putting in now doing stuff like this, it's going to take me at least a decade to be where I want to be. So with you guys being so young, before you're even 30, you guys can be so set in this field. And if you go to Cefesa.com, you can see the companies across the country. One of the things I always say that's great about this, it's kind of like doctors and nurses. They say, oh, you could get a job anywhere. Same thing here. Like if you decide, you know, one day you get married and your husband or your wife and say, hey, listen, we don't want to live in Jersey anymore. I want to go to Florida. Well, I know companies in Florida. I pick up the phone and I go, hey, listen, I got a really great technician coming down your way. I hate to lose him, but he's moving. You can take this anywhere. You can take this anywhere in the world. I mean, if I train you and I'm with you, I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay with me forever. Right? That's why I'm investing in you. I want this to be a lifelong marriage. I'm just the opportunity, God that's giving me the opportunity. You're doing the work. You're retaining the knowledge. It's all you. So, I mean, really with that said, I'd love to just do some Q&A if we can. I hope somebody has a question, stuff like that.
Actually, how would you do so?
How old are you?
About 36.
Okay. I mean, you have to be 18 to get on the van. You're not far. No. So right now, the way it works is training. It's full time. So, and I would say, and that's what these 2 other young guys did. Once they graduated, they actually came in with their parents. So I wanted their parents to know that this is real, legit, and they're not being taken for a ride. So we sat down, and once they graduated, they run the 2 weeks after their graduation, they were in vans, riding along. It's full day, so 7 a.m. until 4, 5, maybe 3. And you're just going to get that experience day in and day out.
That's real good.
What is the starting pay as an entry level?
So at training, I mean, it's going to be, typically you're probably going to make $30,000 a year salary. So the training, what you're going to see is when you get on the van with a senior technician, for us, most of our senior guys are anywhere between 10 and 20 years on the road. So once you get on the van at 7 a.m., they'll be riding from each call. Every time you go in, The first month is going to be really you observing, watching, and listening and learning. And then after that, we're going to sit down and see if you're ready. And then we want to have our technician be the safety net. And you're going to go in and you're going to start learning how to look at the panel off, make sure the breaker's off, make sure we're not putting our hands in live electric, make sure we're, you're going to learn how to use a meter in the first month. You're going to learn how to check gas pressure in the first month. You're going to have to do all the basics. And then we're going to kind of get you into the idea of getting in there and diagnosing. Because the diagnosis is the most important part, figuring out the right part that needs to be changed. We don't want to go in there and start saying, oh, change the gas valve, thermocouple, control board. We want to know exactly what we're doing because these customers depend on us. We want to be honest and we want to be right to the point, get in, get out, and on to the next one. So that's going to be your days. And then in between that, you'll have training. So I'll have in-house training. I'm manufacturer authorized. So that means that these companies in New Jersey, if you're calling XYZ manufacturer from New Jersey, they're calling me. So we have training in-house. My main office is in Bergen. So yeah, but we're servicing the whole state, from Atlantic City all the way up to Staten Island and Rockland County. Anybody else? Don't be shy. Anything?
So you said it's over company, right? An older company.
Yeah.
Right? So like, how much do you make?
Per hour,
You got that?
$5-6 an hour.
Yeah.
How much money is
That's probably not going to be revealed.
it?
$1 million.
I'm not worried.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll answer it this way. So say you start out as a technician, okay? 10 years from now, you say to yourself, my knees, my back hurt, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be in the office. I want to run a service department. If you're going to get into a service department as a service manager, depending on where you are in the country or where you are, you could probably make anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000 depending on your knowledge and how you begin to develop that. So the money is also there when it comes to the end. I mean, I have guys that are coming to the end, we're saying, I think I'm going to retire, but I don't want to stop working. So maybe we're going to bring them in the office.
All this work hand in hand.
Oh yeah, I mean, we have an entire office we have to support you guys. So say you're all the technicians, you need a support staff. You need a service manager, you need a dispatcher, you need a parts manager, you need a parts runner, parts specialist. You need people that you can call and say, hey, listen, I need this part overnight. The customer's crazy, they have their dinner service, they're going into the weekend, we need to overnight this motor. So you need to call us, we need to work together. So there's a whole line of communication that's going on all day.
What's the biggest company you guys
I would say our biggest account is Quick Check. We do all the Quick Checks in the state. So all the ovens, you see the Mary Chef and Turbo Chef ovens, toasting and cooking stuff in. That's anytime you see Malachy Cares on there, next time you go in, check it out. You probably see my stickers on there.
You said you did stuff here, right?
We do some stuff here, yeah.
Before becoming like a full technician, do you require any like certifications or anything?
Yeah, so good question. So for New Jersey, we don't have any kind of crazy laws in New Jersey. It does vary from state to state. But the one thing that is going to remain a constant is if you're a refrigeration technician, you have to be EPA certified. So with that, we also will help, monetarily speaking as well, help as we continue to invest. We'll help you get to that point where you take all the tests, become EPA certified, but you cannot claim refrigerant. We have to make sure that we're doing everything by the book and the environment and of course state laws. EPA certification is the biggest one you're going to want. There's also MATE certifications and things of that nature for HVAC, but for us, EPA would be number one. And then the other certifications you're going to get are from manufacturers, not any kind of requirements by the state, but it's just good that you've seen it, you've been signed by the national trainer from XYZ manufacturer. And again, you take those with you. They're yours. Anyone else? How many people here think that they would be interested in a career in food equipment service? Refrigeration. You can be honest. I love honestly if you feel like you're going to do that around. If you feel like you would be interested in a career in the food equipment service industry / refrigeration, dishwashing, steam, dishwashing, all that. after all the stuff that you kind of heard.
Just so you know, either plumbing, there's so much plumbing, all your electrical training in here, your plumbing training, even your carpentry training, and for what it's worth, masonry training, mounting equipment, working with conduit, pipe, all of that stuff, all pretty much very similar to what you're gonna see out there in this field. It's just a different type of a skilled trade that you really haven't heard much about yet.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be what I'm talking about. Like I said, plumbers, electricians, these guys want to make bank. They're making bank right now. And it's going to get, we talk about it in my business all the time. Service is king. The technicians are gold. Gold. So it definitely is, I think, something to think about if college is not on your brain. It's not on your mind. You're saying, so I don't think college is.
Your first best decision was coming here. That tells everybody that you got an idea of what you want to do.
Yeah, and I think it too. I just wanted a buddy of mine in the industry, or local, Blue is the new white, right? So I don't know if you guys really like white collar workers. So Blue is the new white, and I'm promoting this from my buddy Josh, who wrote this. He's in Arizona. He's the CEO of a company like mine. If you ever go to Amazon and check out Blue is the new white, or if you email me, I can tell you more about it. But it's kind of a little bit of a guide of understanding about the trades. Kind of give you a little insight into figuring out what trade might be best for you. There's a lot of good stuff in there, so I would check out Blue is the new white. I just want to make sure I leave you guys with good information or anything.
Just so you know, this book is up on the, I believe, your summer reading book. I spoke to your English department.
There you go.
If you're really going to read a book, you should jump on something like that. It's incredible information. It really is. Instead of reading what you're supposed to read.
Yep, it should be on the card. Now it's gears.com. And definitely check out some of my stuff. I would love for you to check it out.
There's a lot of YouTube videos, amazing YouTube videos.
Yeah, if you guys want to see like kind of like my journey through the industry and stuff like that, it might give you a little bit more in-depth look into some of the things.
We go to like the hard shop the other day.
The hardest shops?
Well, at least that we
So I mean, the hardest shop that we're seeing right now is ration.
Supermarket
Well,
equipment.
I mean, we do shop rights. We do a lot of shop rights, and a lot of them have these ration out combi ovens. Combi ovens is kind of like the creme de la creme right now, because what it does is reduce footprint. It can do the seams, it bakes, it kind of fries to an extent. French fries in there, and grilled cheese, and you put roasted chicken and lemon broil. You can bake a cake on the top. So it's very important. And some of these things are double stacked and they weigh 800 pounds. So I would say for us, the hardest jobs right now are getting into kitchens that are like that size. We have to stack these things. We have 3 or 4 or 5 guys sometimes in these type spaces doing all this stuff, stacking. Those are really tough ones. So there's a lot of muscle involved in the cake every now and then.
Let's say someone's designing a house, right? And it's in their partner, they call you.
It won't call us because we're commercial. Because we don't go in homes. We only go in commercial establishments.
Good question. What do you guys say? What do you say to Rich for coming out? Let's hear it.
I appreciate you listening to
That
this.
book over.
This book?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I probably have a copy.
Check it out on Amazon. It's probably like 14, 15 bucks.
Hey, anybody who needs a pass, let me know.
You gonna read this?
What year? Oh, appreciate it.
I think I have that book.
Appreciate you.
If I didn't get it to somebody